Hi everyone.
Hey everybody.
Welcome to Brindleberry Cottage. Another week.
Another week. Still working on the laundry room. It's a big project, so we've got busy lives, so we're getting it done what we can, really.
Yeah, we're hoping for a good week. We're hoping that things will progress a little faster, but foreseeing what's on the list of to-dos, we have a list of what needs to get done to have it finished. I'm not sure.
I think it's probably going to be 2 weeks.
I think it's going to be 2 more weeks, just because of the time, and we just don't know week to week what's going to come up. For those of you who've been with us from the beginning, or who have caught up on some of our videos from the past, there's quite a lot going on. So I have some health things going on, so sometimes it puts us off a little bit for what needs to get done, various appointments and work and whatnot. My son just started college again this week for his last semester of his senior year. Yeah. So it's a big year for us. So, and he's our editor and publisher, and he's the guy behind the camera a lot. So it's going to be, it's going to take some time for him. We want to make it easy on him.
Yeah, he's very busy too, so.
Yes. And also, of course, if you remember back, we're still watching our Bella, who's doing very well, by the way. If you're all wondering how she's doing really well. But we just don't know. So we're always ready to be ready, just in case, because we don't know what is going to come week to week. So besides all that, we are having this very mild and beautiful weather. Yes. Breezy, but nice.
Not very wintry. It's
high
50s or mid 50s today.
Yes.
Very, very warm, very nice. Yeah,
it's been
nice day.
Really beautiful.
Don't get me wrong. We love the winter. We love the snow. But we'll take a little warm break when we get a chance.
We do. I'm getting more and more excited for spring. So we're trying to get these projects done around the house. I know we won't be able to get done what we wanted to get done. Right. But even in the summer, we'll probably work through the spring and summer work in here a little bit. But we will be more out in the garden as the seasons progress. Yeah. And inside as well. But anyway, to this week. So here are the things we're trying to accomplish this week. Right. I'm sorry, guys. My brain is like
mine too.
Tired this week. I think because we're so overwhelmed with stuff to do. So we're a little bit wiped out. So excuse my not being able to find the words. So this week we have we have a floor to put in.
Floor. Yeah, that's a big project. Yes.
Yes, and we decided on a like a vinyl.
A vinyl, yes. It's a peel and stick vinyl, which I'm going to put down with some liquid nails to give it a little extra.
Just because it's a little lumpy, bumpy floor.
Yeah, our floor, the basement floor, it's just kind of wavy and lumpy. It's not one of those nice flat concrete floors.
No.
So
it wasn't done well. It wasn't done well.
So anyway, so we have to put up with that. So I'm hoping the liquid nails will help hold the peel and stick vinyl down.
Yes.
Well.
Let's hoping, but it's an inexpensive option. They have really nice different level floors now that are still inexpensive but look really, really nice and somewhat realistic. So we're going for that wood green look. We're very excited about that. I'm not sure if we'll get to the trim. That would be the hope, is that we can do some trim on the baseboard trim. I'm not sure. That might have to wait till next week, but we'll see.
Cabinets.
We are hoping to do that. Go ahead.
Yes, the cabinets we have downstairs are kind of a motley crew of cabinets. They don't match, mix and match. I had to kind of be creative in assembling them into a kind of a unit. So I have to kind of fix them up a little better, make them look a little nicer, and we're going to redo our countertop downstairs.
Yes.
That we're excited about, and get those counters back in place. And the counter back in place over the cabinets.
Yes.
What am I trying to say?
No, I get what you're saying.
Get the cabinets back in place with a countertop on top.
Yes. So we're doing kind of a facade over it, which was an inexpensive option. It is just a laundry room, so I wouldn't do it in the kitchen because we would need a sturdy kitchen counter. We have some ideas in the future for the kitchen counters, but we thought about an epoxy over it. We thought about going with maybe a butcher block. We thought of all kinds of things. It seems to me that this is the frame of what we want. For now, for inexpensive reasons, and also we want it to have a really nice wood look to it for downstairs. Again, I wouldn't do this in a kitchen or a bathroom, but we're going to do like a little facade with that luan.
Right.
Again, we've been loving the luan lately.
Yeah, the counter we have down there now is just pieced together pieces of laminate countertop.
Yes.
That was up here in the kitchen. So it's kind of two pieces kind of attached together, and we're going to put a nice piece of luan over it and kind of encase it in luan, hoping to give it a nice solid wood look. It doesn't get much use, or we don't, it doesn't get wet down there or anything like that. So
No.
and we don't pound on it. We're not nothing heavy duty. So we think it'll be fine for what our use is down there.
I think so, and we'll see. If obviously down the road something happens, it was a cheap option and not cheap looking, hopefully. It'll be just an inexpensive option that someday we can change again.
Yeah.
So we're hoping to accomplish those things. We'll be hanging up our upper cabinets.
Yes.
And we will be, we're going to finish our faux wall. Hopefully. It looks like it's going in that direction because we started that at the end of last week's video. So I think we'll probably finish that.
I've forgotten how far along we've gotten. Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
We have a little more work to do on the wall.
And we need a little access panels to certain things like the water, the shutoff, and the
and the dryer
outlets
plug.
and dryer plugs for the hoses. So we're going to need some access to those things. But Paul's got some great ideas. I've seen what he's been doing. And we'll see. We might stain it. If we don't like it, we'll probably leave it for now, and down the road we'll paint it. But for now, we'll do that. We have little things here and there to touch up and fix.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to move back. If the floors are done in time, we can move back some of the furniture, like the armoire and the pantry cabinet, the little mini fridge that we have, and we're going to try to reconfigure for good space. I'm probably not going to have us tackle the barn door this week.
Right, that's definitely on the agenda, but probably not for this week.
Yeah, I just think there's too much on our plate. And then little touches here and there, and then some decorative touches. So that'll probably be next week. Oh, I do hope that we can put up the lights on the ceiling. We have a new wireless system. So
yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yes, we can actually have real lighting down there and not just the kind of put together, slapped together pull cord lights.
We had a couple of pull string lights down there.
Yeah.
One of them was broken anyway, so basically had one pull string light bulb to light up our whole laundry room, and it was not doing the job.
No, this poor room has been falling apart for years. We slapped it together and made it work, and it was totally functional. It was not
very visually appealing.
No.
And also, when after the second light broke in there, it just got really dark. So anyways, new fixtures are going up, wireless remote, so we won't have the pull string anymore.
Yeah.
So kind of really excited about that.
Me too. This poor room has been crying out to us to fix it. Yeah. So we are fixing it. We are hearing it and fixing it. I think that's it, what's on the list. I can't think of what else needs to be done. I'll have to consult my list. Well, but
you'll be surprised along with us, I'm sure, with what comes up. So
yeah, because things do arise sometimes.
All the time.
Yes. But yeah, so we're hoping to finish all that up. We hope you're having a wonderful week. Yeah. We are with this so far. I mean, we're kind of in the beginning of the week, but the beautiful weather so far. We've got some rain coming, but all in all, it's been very mild. And how is it over where you are? I do want to point out during this, it's nothing to do with this week, but I have a little sidetrack here. Do want to mention these gorgeous flowers that Paul had gotten me early for Valentine's. They look so real. They are not real. He always gets me flowers, and I put out a request this year, just because we're doing so many projects. How about investing in some flowers that look realistic, that I can put out every year? I just want to say these are so gorgeous. These are from Amazon. They are a 30 pack of these white tulips. They do come in pink and all kinds of colors. But this, look at even the stems, the leaf. I just want to point out what great quality these are from Amazon, and very affordable. I can't remember. I know I pointed them out and said I would love these, and Paul surprised me by getting them.
Very inexpensive.
Yes.
And especially the fact they'll be around year after year. So.
Yes, they're so pretty.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point that out. If you're looking for different finds, I may on occasion through the videos mention different finds that we discover ourselves on Amazon or Home Goods or wherever we happen to be.
Right.
But this is one of those that I just didn't want to pass up because it's so pretty. That just so you know, they feel realistic and they look really beautiful. So thanks, dear.
Welcome.
But they're really lovely. So anyway, enough of the sidetrack. We hope that you have a wonderful week. Come join us this week for our video.
Yes.
And see what we end up accomplishing. Maybe two things on that list will end up getting done. I don't know. But hope you enjoy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Because the stain we have is not giving us the color we want, we're going to use a technique we call black washing, where we get a little black paint and mix it with water, and then put it on just like you put on stain. We'll see how it comes out. So this is the wall behind our washer and dryer. As you can see, we have the vent pipe for the dryer. We've got the water hookups and the drain for the washer. It's kind of unsightly. We're looking to put a false wall covering all this. So I need a frame around this window, and as you can see, the way the house is built, this is all cockeyed. Everything's kind of angled wrong. So I'm gonna have to make up for all that while I build this. So bear with me while I try some new ideas on how to frame out this wall, and wish me luck.
here we are, and we put the upper cabinets up. They've been painted this lovely blue. We have some repairs on the bottom ones to do. Don't mind the junk on top, but we have a drawer here to kind of adjust. These are two different cabinets and they don't quite line up, but we're going to do the best we can to help them line up the best we can. They're not secure in place right now because we have to do the floor. And we originally said we weren't going to do anything with the floor, but we actually are. We're going to buy this glued down vinyl flooring. So it'll look like, hopefully look like wood, but it'll be more convenient and it'll help with all the lumpy bumpiness of the floor. We are, right now, I'm going to do these, put stuff away in these upper cabinets and organize them. So here we go.
So I made these frames out of scrap lumber. I'm going to attach them to the wall here, and that's what I'm going to be nailing the Luan strips to for the false wall. So we have a unique lighting situation in this room. We have two separate pull chain ceiling fixtures, and both of which are on different circuits. So neither of them are wired to a switch. So I purchased this wireless light switch on Amazon. It comes with two receivers, one for each light fixture. Hopefully it will work out. We're going to give it a shot. I've never used one of these before, so now's the time to give it a try.
Nice. So we have part 2 where you've already in part 1 seen the ceiling and the wall and the floor, but we've hung our ironing board back up. It's still a little messy and there's still some things out of the way because we still have more to do, but this is what we finished this week. And we have put the cabinets back up, and we have put in our handles here, our door handles, but we don't have the knobs yet, so we're waiting on those, and then we'll have new knobs, 2 regular black knobs. And this is the counter. It worked out really well. I really am satisfied with it. So this is our old counter, and Paul had done a facade over it of our Luan plywood, which is really nice, and then did that staining effect. We love it. It just gives it a really nice look. And then we just hung up a couple things. However, in our little sign there. However, we're not finished and doing the finishing details. So there's some things that we just don't have a place yet for. Like we have this dish dryer and some pitchers, things like that, that obviously we don't have a place for yet. So we're just kind of placing it there for now. I buy these laundry sheets from Grove. Awesome, by the way, really great. And dryer sheets. We're actually not going to be using those anymore. I really like the wool dryer balls. You can put scented oil on them. That's great for that kind of thing. We don't need that because they're actually not good for your machine, the dryer sheets. So we're kind of using those up. But the laundry sheets, I'm actually going to have Paul build a box where we're going to put them in so it looks a lot nicer, and it'll just be a nice little accessory. We are still waiting to get handles for this, or at least redo the handles that came with it. And we haven't done our door yet. We're waiting for the materials. I'm hoping they'll be in next week on time. We'll see. And then we did put these back up here on the new armoire because we don't really have a place for them, so they have to stay there. I would have preferred some pretty baskets up there, but keep in mind, this is still a functioning room. It's still a laundry room, so I don't have to worry too much, but it's nice to have some pretty details. And there's the armoire. We still have an issue with this door, so Paul did fix the doors, but I think it's our floor is just a little bit off kilter, so unfortunately it does show the gaps. We're gonna have to try to figure that out. Hopefully by next week we'll have a solution for that. I don't mind the tools here on the floor, but we have on each end, it seems to be fine, but in the middle it kind of bows a little bit. So we're gonna have to either put something in the middle or maybe jack up one of the sides. But the floor is finished. So that's good. We love it. And we're going to put a little space in between here so it looks more connected. These are 2 different cabinets. So he did fix it and bring it up off the floor a little bit. So we have them somewhat close together. But again, a laundry room, I'm not really that worried about it. But we will be putting a spacer in between. So in this cabinet here, we have all of our cleaners, candle and soap making things, all those, and car stuff. And here, I was hoping to get organizers, but I think this will work for now. We already had some totes in there, but I have all my gift wrapping and scrapbooking things. I'm going to, well, these are just boxes that we have, but I'm going to get better bins down the road. But right now it's just not something I'm focused on, as we have other more pressing things. And down here we have some paint clothes, and we have, odds and ends, kitchen things, and some boxes. I have even like mugs in that box that we switch them out in the seasons, which is really nice. Excuse the camera work, everybody. But anyway, yeah, so we have everything in place here. And we're almost finished with the details. We still have to finish this window frame here and hang curtains. We are going to spray paint the spring rod to put the curtains on, black, so it'll go together. We're still trying to think if we like this deep stain, because it really does take you back in time a little bit to the decades, but I think I'm getting used to it and I'm okay with it for now. But just loving how it all came out. Hey there.
Hey everybody.
So, excuse me. Here we are. We're at the end of the week, and didn't quite accomplish all the things that we wanted to do. However, we did better than I thought.
Yeah, well, like the floor took some time. All the little projects just seem to add up.
But I think it looks great. We are worried about all the lumps and bumps and dips
As you can
and
see in the video, I don't think we explained it. I don't think I explained it. I use like paint cans and the toolbox and stuff to kind of hold down where it might have been a little, where the corner's sticking up or something, to kind of get the glue to dry a little bit.
and it was really smart of you to not just use the adhesive. That would have come up. We have had experience with peel and stick floors.
Yeah,
They do make
years ago.
and they do make them a lot better now.
Yeah.
However, that was smart thinking to do the liquid nails.
I hope it works.
I hope so too. It's definitely worth trying.
It was very inexpensive. It was 99 cents a square foot, so it was
Yeah,
the
so it's a small room.
cheapest
So.
one out there that we could find that looked decent. So hopefully it works out.
Yeah, so just slightly over $100 for that floor, because it's a very small
Yeah.
room, and it was great. And there's still a few left, so if we have to do any touch-ups, or if we want to go a little further, we do want to maybe consider going further from that door.
Into the hatchway.
Yeah, to meet up with the stairs.
I have to trim those doors down so the doors are so they'll open with the floor, and yeah, we still got a lot of little projects that don't show a lot of visual impacts, but a lot of little things that will take some time.
They do show some visual stuff though, so let's go down the list. So Paul finished the faux wall, which is great.
Faux walls.
He made a great solution to having access panels. We did stain it. It looks a little bit 1970s, like that was the before, and we have to come in and paint it. So I'm probably going to paint it, not going to do it now. We're going to live with it and see how we like it as time progresses, but I don't know. It's probably going to change. We're probably going to need to paint it, but we'll see. So the curtains did not come in, so we needed to spray paint the spring rod. We had a spring rod. I was going to order a black one. It's not very expensive. It was like $7 on Amazon. But I thought, with all these things adding up, let's see if we can cut corners somewhere. So we did have black spray paint around, so we had spray painted that, and the curtains did not come in. So we still have curtains to put in. And there's a panel above where the curtains are in that little box where the window is. It has to be finished.
Frame that out and put a little ceiling in there. And
yes.
Yeah.
So, but that's almost accomplished. We have adjusted the cabinets, and we had put the counter on. So we're very excited about that. The cabinets are up. No cabinet knobs yet. They are not coming in until either tomorrow or the next day. We're here on Friday. So this will be a little late. We're probably going to have this put out on Saturday. We're hoping to kind of hang in there and wait for those knobs, and they're just not going to make it in time.
It was a really good deal on Amazon. That's the only reason we're waiting on them. Otherwise, we just pick them up at the hardware store. But,
right.
But it was a really good deal.
It was.
And it's funny how some things on Amazon will be coming in 24 hours, and sometimes it's 2 weeks. So.
And it used to, even though it's Prime, these things used to be like real quick. For some reason, I don't know if any of you have noticed that yourselves. Do you know the reason why? But for some reason, they're just not. I'm really thrilled for the workers because they really work very, very hard, and kudos to them. But I am wondering why it suddenly changed.
Staffing shortage, probably. That's
I suppose, and I get it. I do, but when you're used to it coming in right away, it's kind of a bummer.
That's the thing, we're spoiled. So
yeah,
now we're like,
we were spoiled.
We have to wait a week and a half?
Yeah. So, but that's okay. We're so next week we'll be finishing. We'll show you when the knobs come in. We'll show them put up. We have a little touch-ups here and there we didn't get to. We only did the baseboard trim on that one corner where and caulked it and painted it. where the
The
armoire is being put, just because we had to finish that section. We didn't have time to do the rest of it. And actually, we only got that piece, and we thought, oh, we'll go the next day and get the rest. And it worked out where we just didn't have the time anyway. So next week we'll show the rest of it.
The trim, we're going to trim out the hatchway door and put up the
barn door.
Hopefully that hardware comes in time also.
Yeah, that may not make it in time, but we're going to try our best to get that done for everybody. If so, we have other videos we need to get to. So if next week whatever doesn't get finished is going to have to be delayed, and we'll come back to it in the weeks ahead because we have other things to accomplish. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll come in on time. What else do we move things back. We put some hardware on in certain places, but we couldn't finish it all because we're waiting for that. We do have to figure out, we haven't done yet, we do have to figure out an edge for where the floor meets the other floor. We need to finish that up.
Yeah, it's not a big transition. It's a very thin floor in, so I'm not sure if we need something, but we'll play that by ear.
We do. Anyway, to make it look professionally done. But we do also, I'll do next week, we have to do the finishing touches, all the decor and putting things back. I did not get to doing the organizers like I'd wished to put in the upper cabinets. I did, but I did not get to put them in the armoire. So unfortunately that has to get done, and we're probably gonna maybe on one of the lower cabinets find some kind of a system for everything as well. So a little touches here and there. But it's really the finishing, and it's the door, the finishing the trim, finishing any touch-ups. So it's kind of our finish week next week. And the lights went up, and the wireless light system.
Light switch, yeah.
I don't think we're missing anything. I think that's it. But anyway, that's what got accomplished. We hope you had a good week. We did have a good week. It was a good week here. I'm happy to report. We have been enjoying this beautiful weather. We did get some rain, but we're enjoying the mildness of it all. And we want to say thank you again. We're going to do that often because we truly are grateful. We hope we're not annoying you when we say that, but we are absolutely very appreciative, very grateful. We've gotten a lot of new subscribers this week.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks so much. We're so grateful, and we just love to see everybody here. Drop us a question or a comment at any time, and we'll get to it as soon as we can. If you don't want to miss any episodes, please press the notification bell so you'll get notified when the next video is up, so you won't miss any. And
give us a little thumbs up.
Yeah.
And if you are not subscribing, please do so. We really appreciate it.
We really do, and we'd love to see you there. Thanks again, everybody, for watching.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week for all the finishes.
See you next week.
Bye.